Have you ever found yourself waking up in the middle of the night, unable to explain why your rest was so suddenly interrupted? You glance at the clock, and it's always around the same time. Far too early to start the day, but too late to drift back into a deep sleep. Many dismiss these moments as mere coincidences, but what if these nighttime awakenings are more than just random disturbances? What if they are, in fact, divine appointments? God may be trying to get your attention during these quiet hours when the world is still and the distractions of daily life are silenced. It's in these moments that God may be calling you to listen, to reflect, and to engage with Him on a deeper level. This is a time when your heart is most open and your spirit is most sensitive to His voice. These wake-up calls are not accidents. They are invitations to connect with the Creator in a way that can profoundly impact your life. Before we dive deep into the video, please like the video and subscribe the channel. Number 1. Divine appointment. Have you ever found yourself suddenly awake in the middle of the night with no apparent reason for your disturbed sleep? You look at the clock, and it's a time when most people are deep in slumber. Instead of dismissing it as a random occurrence, consider that this moment might be more significant than you think. It could be a divine appointment, a special time that God has set aside to communicate with you in the stillness of the night. God's timing is perfect. He knows when you are most receptive to His voice, and often that is when the world around you is silent and your heart is calm. In the quiet of the night, when the distractions and noise of the day have faded, your spirit is more open to hearing from God. These nighttime awakenings are not mere coincidences. They are intentional moments orchestrated by God to capture your attention. One of the primary reasons God might wake you up at night is to invite you into prayer. During the day, your mind is often occupied with the demands of life, work, family, and countless other responsibilities. But in the stillness of the night, your mind is clearer, and your heart is more attuned to spiritual matters. This is a perfect time to enter into a conversation with God. He may be prompting you to pray about something specific, to seek His guidance, or simply to draw closer to Him. It's a time to pour out your concerns, to listen for His guidance, and to find peace in His presence. Sometimes God wakes you up to reveal something important. In the Bible, God often spoke to His people during the night, giving them visions, dreams, or messages that guided their lives. Similarly, your nighttime awakening could be a moment when God wants to show you something crucial, perhaps a new direction for your life, a warning, or a reminder of His love and presence. These quiet hours provide a unique opportunity for revelation and insight that might not come during the busyness of the day. Another possibility is that God is calling you to intercede for others. He may place someone on your heart during these nighttime hours, urging you to pray for their needs. Whether it's a loved one going through a difficult time or someone in need of protection and support, your prayers can make a powerful difference. God might be using you as a vessel to bring His love, healing, and protection to those who need it most. Waking up in the middle of the night can feel unsettling, but instead of being frustrated, view it as an invitation from God. Trust that He has a purpose for this interruption, that He is in control, and that He is working for your good. These divine appointments are opportunities to deepen your relationship with Him, to hear His voice more clearly, and to respond in faith. So the next time you find yourself awake in the stillness of the night, embrace it. Take the time to pray, reflect, and listen. Trust that God has a reason for waking you up, and that He is inviting you into a deeper connection with Him. Number 2. God's perfect timing. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes wake up in the middle of the night, seemingly without reason? It might not be a random event, but rather a moment intentionally orchestrated by God. His timing is perfect, and when He chooses to wake you up during the quiet hours of the night, it's with a purpose. In the stillness of the night, the world around you is at rest. The usual distractions, work, noise, and the hustle of daily life are all put on pause. This is when your heart and mind are most receptive, free from the busyness that typically crowds your thoughts. God knows this and uses these quiet moments to speak to you in a way that you might not be able to hear during the day. These nighttime awakenings are not just interruptions to your sleep. They are divine appointments. God's timing is always intentional. By waking you up when the world is quiet, He's offering you a unique opportunity to connect with Him more deeply. It's a time when you can focus entirely on His voice, without the usual distractions pulling you in different directions. When you find yourself awake in the middle of the night, consider it an invitation from God. He may be calling you to prayer, reflection, or simply to listen. In these quiet moments, God's voice can be heard more clearly, and His guidance can become more evident. It's a chance to align your heart with His will, to seek His wisdom, and to rest in His presence. Number 3. Invitation to prayer. When you find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, it can often feel like an inconvenience or a disruption. However, these moments might actually be more than just random disturbances. They could be a divine invitation to engage in prayer. In the hushed hours of the night when the world is asleep and the noise of daily life has subsided, your heart and mind are uniquely positioned to connect with God. The stillness of the night offers a rare opportunity to focus entirely on your relationship with God. Without the usual distractions of the day, work pressures, family responsibilities, and the constant hum of activity, your spirit is more open and receptive. This quiet time can be perfect for seeking God's presence, pouring out your worries, and listening for His guidance. God often uses these nighttime awakenings to prompt you to come to Him in prayer. He may be calling you to bring your concerns before Him, to seek clarity on a troubling issue, or simply to express your gratitude and praise. In these moments, you can lay your burdens at His feet, trusting that He is attentive to your needs and ready to provide comfort and direction. Embrace these awakenings as a sacred invitation. Instead of viewing them as interruptions, see them as God's way of drawing you closer. Take this time to communicate with Him openly and honestly, allowing His peace and guidance to fill your heart. By responding to these divine calls to prayer, you can experience a deeper connection with God and find solace in His presence. Number 4. Receiving divine revelation. Waking up in the middle of the night might feel disorienting, but it could also be a moment of divine revelation. These nighttime interruptions may not just be random disturbances. They could be God's way of offering you important insights, visions, or guidance that you might not have grasped during the busyness of the day. During the day, your mind is often cluttered with a multitude of thoughts and responsibilities. The noise and activity can drown out the subtle messages God might be trying to send you. But in the quiet of the night, when everything is still and your mind is more focused, you are in a better position to receive divine communication. God may use these peaceful hours to reveal something significant about your life or your future. In the Bible, many figures experienced divine revelations during the night. God spoke to them through dreams, visions, and direct messages that guided their actions and decisions. Similarly, your nighttime awakenings could be a time when God wants to provide you with clarity, direction, or understanding about a situation in your life. These revelations might be about your purpose, a specific decision you need to make, or a deeper understanding of His plans for you. When you wake up during these quiet hours, take the time to listen and reflect. God might be offering you insights or showing you something you need to pay attention to. By being open and attentive during these moments, you can receive the guidance and revelation He is eager to share. Embrace these opportunities as special times to connect with God and discover the deeper truths He wants to reveal to you. Number 5. Call to intercession. Waking up in the middle of the night can be more than just a personal inconvenience. It could be a divine call to intercede on behalf of others. Sometimes, God awakens you not for your own needs, but to prompt you to pray for someone else. These nighttime disturbances might be a signal that someone in your life is in need of prayer, and God is using you as a vessel for His intercession. In the quiet of the night, when the world is at rest and your mind is more focused, you may find that God places a specific person or situation on your heart. This could be someone who is facing a crisis, undergoing a challenge, or simply needs spiritual support. God's call to intercede is an opportunity to lift that person up in prayer, asking for God's guidance, protection, and comfort on their behalf. Interceding for others during these nighttime hours is a powerful way to partner with God in His work. Your prayers can have a profound impact, providing support and strength to those in need. By responding to these divine prompts, you are engaging in a meaningful act of love and service, helping to bring about God's will and blessings in the lives of others. Number 6. Deepening trust in God. Nighttime awakenings can be more than just interruptions to your sleep. They can be an invitation to deepen your trust in God. When you find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, it might feel unsettling or confusing, especially if you don't immediately understand the reason. However, these moments can serve as opportunities to strengthen your faith and reliance on God. God's ways are often mysterious and beyond our immediate comprehension. The reasons behind why He wakes you up in the middle of the night may not always be clear. But these awakenings can be a profound reminder of His sovereignty and His involvement in your life. Even when the purpose is not immediately apparent, trust that God has a reason for these interruptions. He is using them to draw you closer, to teach you to rely on Him more fully, and to remind you of His presence and care. By trusting in God during these times, you acknowledge His perfect timing and His ability to work in every situation, including those that disrupt your sleep. This trust is an expression of faith, recognizing that even in the quiet and dark hours of the night, God is in control and His plans are good. Embrace these awakenings as moments to reaffirm your trust in Him, knowing that He is guiding you and working in ways you may not fully understand. Number 7. Connection with God's presence. Waking up in the middle of the night can be more than just a disruption to your sleep. It's a profound reminder of God's unwavering presence. These quiet, dark hours are not merely empty moments, but opportunities to reconnect with God on a deeper level. Even when everything around you is still and shrouded in darkness, God's presence remains constant and comforting. Nighttime awakenings serve as a gentle nudge to remind you that God is with you, regardless of the time or circumstances. In the silence of the night, when the world is at rest and distractions are minimal, you are offered a unique chance to engage with God more intimately. These moments provide a sacred space where you can reflect, pray, and experience His presence in a way that might be harder to achieve during the hustle and bustle of the day. God's presence is not confined to any particular time or place. He is there in the quiet of the night, just as He is in the busy moments of the day. When you wake up during these still hours, take it as an invitation to draw closer to Him. Use this time to embrace His comfort, to seek His guidance, and to strengthen your connection with Him. By acknowledging and welcoming God's presence during these nighttime hours, you allow yourself to experience His peace and reassurance. This connection can be a source of great comfort, helping you to feel more grounded and supported in your spiritual journey. Embrace these nocturnal moments as opportunities to deepen your relationship with God, knowing that He is always with you, even in the quiet and dark. Number 8. Reflecting on your life. When you find yourself awake in the middle of the night, it can be more than just a disruption to your rest. It can be a unique opportunity for self-reflection and spiritual growth. The stillness of the night provides a rare moment of quiet and solitude, allowing you to reflect on your life and your relationship with God more deeply. In the quiet hours when the world is asleep, you have the space to ponder the aspects of your life that may need attention or change. This time can be invaluable for examining your heart, your actions, and your relationship with God. The distractions and noise of the day are gone, making it easier to see areas where you might need His touch, guidance, or healing. Reflecting during these moments can bring clarity to your spiritual journey. You may gain insights into your current challenges, your goals, or your relationship with God. This reflective practice can help you identify patterns or issues that need to be addressed and allow you to seek God's wisdom and direction for your life. Use this nocturnal time to pray for understanding, to seek forgiveness, and to ask for guidance on how to align your life more closely with God's will. It's a chance to consider where you are and where you want to be, spiritually and personally, and to invite God into those reflections. Number 9. Embrace the moment. Waking up in the middle of the night can often be a frustrating or unsettling experience. It disrupts your sleep and can leave you feeling anxious or disoriented. However, these moments can also be transformed into special opportunities to engage more deeply with God and experience His peace. Instead of letting frustration take over, try to shift your perspective. See these nighttime awakenings as invitations from God rather than interruptions. The quiet hours of the night offer a unique chance to connect with Him in a way that's not possible during the busyness of the day. When the world is still and your mind is clear from daily distractions, you have an open space to engage with God more intimately. Embracing these moments means acknowledging them as valuable and purposeful. Use this time to reach out to God in prayer, to seek His comfort, and to experience His presence. It's an opportunity to deepen your relationship with Him, to find solace in His guidance, and to rest in His peace. By approaching these nighttime awakenings with openness and faith, you can transform what might initially seem like an inconvenience into a profound spiritual experience. Number 10. Impact of obedience. When you wake up in the middle of the night and respond with openness and faith, you are embracing a profound opportunity for spiritual growth. These nighttime awakenings are more than mere disruptions. They are divine invitations to deepen your relationship with God and to experience the impact of your obedience. Responding to these calls with a willing heart can lead to significant spiritual development. By engaging in prayer, reflection, or intercession during these quiet hours, you open yourself up to God's guidance and direction. This act of obedience demonstrates your trust in His plan and your commitment to seeking His will, even when it interrupts your routine. As you respond faithfully to these divine prompts, you may find that your spiritual understanding and connection with God deepen. These moments can provide clarity on your life's path, reveal insights about your relationship with Him, and offer comfort and peace in times of uncertainty. Your willingness to engage with God during these times can lead to a more profound sense of His presence and a greater alignment with His purpose for your life. The impact of your obedience extends beyond these individual moments. It fosters a habit of seeking God and listening for His voice, which can enrich your daily walk with Him. Over time, this practice can lead to a more resilient faith, a more responsive heart, and a deeper appreciation for the ways God is at work in your life. Thank you. Please take a moment to like this video, share it with others who may need to hear this, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content.